So you have your script made up and you have the numbers on there so you know which slides are going to be which ones. And now we're going to be working on the story itself. So you're going to do your presentation. We need to collect images first. So here's an example of my story. So the kids would hear something like this. So Goldilocks is going through the woods and she sees a cabin. She decides to enter the cabin. Inside the cabin, she finds 3 bowls of porridge, a large one, a medium one, and a small one. She decides to try the porridge. The first bowl was way too hot. The second bowl was way too cold. But the third bowl was just right. Now, notice that when I was doing this, when I was going through, I clicked on one of them and the animation came too fast. So I don't want to mess things up there. So on this slide here, when I left this slide, she decides to enter and she found 3 bowls of porridge. So the text comes in, the bowl of porridge, I wait for it to come in before I go to the next one. And then the medium bowl and the small bowl. So your images, when they're coming in, you got to change the animations, make them go in the right order. And also, when I was doing this, I noticed other people on the slides that the pictures, if the picture comes in at the end of the slide, like this one here, so Goldilocks sees a cabin. She decides to enter. So you got to make sure that the pictures come in and give enough time for the kids to see the images so they can see what's going on before you go on to the next slide. So you're going to go through now and start downloading images to put in your presentation, and make sure you put them into the folder. In our Google Classroom, I have loaded another extension video to put this extension on to save to Google Drive. We did earlier, if you haven't done this yet, make sure you add the image view extension, because we need to have that so that you can go to the maximum uncompressed version of the image when you save it. And then this extension allows you to save it directly to Google Drive, so you can save it into the folder, put it in the right folder so all your images are in the same folder, because you want to have those images in the folder for this children's story. Make a separate folder in your Google Drive so that all your stuff's in the same folder, so it's easier to find. And I would number your images according to the slide that they're going to go on, so you can put them in order. And the file name, change it to a number so it matches the slide number on your outline. That way it's easier to find them when you're scrolling down and looking at your different slides. Instead of having them in alphabetical order, then you're tough to find them, because the P and the G and the H, and they're all in different orders in alphabetical order, but your slides aren't in alphabetical order, of course. So should be easier to find them then. Start downloading images, and we'll work on editing next week.